皆さんこんにちは。アニコと言います。ポリコと申します。今回紹介するのはこちら。大学生と街行く一般人に対し、男性に月経は起こると思うかとインタビューを行っている動画について、軽く取り上げていきます。なかなか興味深い話題ね。まあ普通に起きないと思うけど、一体どんな回答が返ってくるのか、私も見てみたいわ。じゃあ早速見ていこう。お願いするわ。
What's going on, everyone? James Klug here. Today I'm in Philadelphia, and we're going to be asking college students if men can menstruate, and then we're going to ask the same question to average people on the street. This should be pretty interesting. Let's go talk to some people. Can men menstruate?
I mean, I don't know. It's a scary question.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. I would say yes. No.
No. What do you think?
No.
Yeah. I'd
Yeah.
say so.
We're not going to answer the question.
Why is that?
I feel like you're prying for us to say something controversial, but we're not going to get involved.
Is it okay? So it's a controversial question.
I don't know.
Can men menstruate?
Can men what?
No, no,
Period.
no. What the man? We don't think like that. And it's only two genders.
Well, I don't think so. No,
Not that we're aware of.
no, not that I'm aware of. Correct. I don't think it's possible. No, not that I know of. No.
Yes.
No?
Anyone have an answer? I don't know.
No.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
No.
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 What do you guys say? You guys are struggling with this one.
Ellie, you want to answer this question?
Can men menstruate? She says she doesn't know. You
I'll
don't
think about it. I'll think about it.
He knows.
Is this a difficult question?
It's a difficult question to answer. Yeah, it's a lot of ambiguity. I think it's a.
Why is it a difficult question? He answered it pretty quickly.
I don't think there's a lot of clarity, nowadays.
It's a yes or no thing. No.
I would, yeah. What do you
They can, yeah.
I think they can. I think men can menstruate, yeah.
And why is that?
Because I think that some people that have uteruses can identify as men and identify with the gender identity of male.
And why do you say yes?
Because I do,
You do.
and I'm a man. So.
I think they can. I think men are allowed to express their expressions and their emotions if they want to. It's really healthy.
I think they go through mood swings as much as women do, so.
It's the second time we've gotten that answer. Really quick, do we know what menstruate means or no?
Oh, is that not what I think?
Can men get their periods?
Yeah. I know. Like, oh, you mean biologically?
Yes.
Well, no. Biologically, no.
We don't mean physically, you mean like,
Yeah, no, more like just like the symptoms.
have you ever gotten your period before?
Nah.
No.
No.
You've never experienced it? I haven't experienced it?
No, I never experienced it that I know of.
I don't want to be involved in this. It's a lot of genders, and men definitely can get period. Yeah.
Can get pregnant?
Yes, men can get pregnant. I know a guy that got pregnant, and I have a friend that gets period on a regular basis.
I somehow don't
I
believe you.
support the LGBTQ all day long. Okay.
I think that men have periods of times that they get in their moods and it's like, oh, okay.
I talked to her about this. I feel like we do in a way because we have parts of the month where we get very emotional. Like we feel like it's our time. Like we should be loved. We should be held. We want to be the one that backs up in the bed. And get held. We don't want to always be the one that has to lay on the back. And stuff like that. So I honestly do feel like men can.
Okay.
I just feel like it's not a blow up thing how girls have it. I just feel like it's like an internal thing. Like we get the same feelings that they get, but not the same reaction that they get.
Yeah, I heard about that. It's like men go through like this week or something, or like a whole month in the year. So I don't know what it is. I heard about it, where they have like them hormones that act in their body, and then make them a little hormonal like women.
Yeah, I believe they can, because at a certain period of time, right, guys in general, right, goes through emotional drains just like women do when they're on the period. So I feel like they can. They can't bleed or anything like that. No, they can't.
Physically, like getting your period, is that possible or no?
No, I don't
No.
think so.
No. I don't believe that.
No. What are you talking about?
I don't know. I seen like a TikTok or something.
So period, no or yes? Like at physical period?
No, is what I'm saying. That's the final answer.
But like for men, they'll say it'd be like once a year. You know what I'm saying?
Once a year,
Like-
your homie gets his panties in a bunch, and
Yeah, like I mean, I guess that's what they said.
can they physically have a period or no?
No.
You guys, I was just, we were talking to some college students. Some of the college students were telling me, absolutely. Why are people telling me yes to that question? It seems like,
Delusional. They're delusional.
You got me. I don't know nothing about menstruation.
Genetics. It's science, bro. Men can't menstruate.
Period how? How do men get their period?
They can't.
Exactly.
Like we can get our menstruals, like actually bleed.
Yeah.
I don't think y'all can. I don't think y'all can.
Where would we bleed from?
Like, that's what I want to know. Like, where?
I don't know where they would get yes from. I just don't see it happening.
It just doesn't seem biologically possible.
No, it's more of a woman thing.
Where is our exit? We only have one.
Like the fact that people would think that men can menstruate, something's wrong with it.
There's like 30 genders now. We don't know. We don't know what's going on right now. Everything's changing. Everything's changing so fast. We finding out new stuff every day. So
I don't know. I don't know why would anybody say that unless you're saying that they had even then they couldn't. So I'm about to say unless they said they had like a sex change or something like that, but even then you couldn't. So I don't know.
Why are some people saying yes to that?
Expressive individualism.
Because they're dumb.
We're running into people today that are saying absolutely not. Of course they can't.
They're probably not queer, are they? They're probably not queer then.
I didn't ask them.
Yeah.
I think that a lot of people have a lot of qualms with the idea of being transgender. They want to stick to a very conservative and traditional view of gender identity.
Because they don't consider trans men, or maybe it just hasn't crossed their mind, or I don't know, maybe it's just ignorance or hate. I don't know which.
Okay.
If a woman becomes trans, like a trans man, then yes, they can menstruate. Right? I mean, yeah. If we're considering that aspect.
A woman transitions
To being a man.
to having to looking like a man.
Looking like a man.
Does that make them a man?
I mean, yes, because they identify as a man now. I'm I'm still learning about all the terms and stuff.
So queer men can menstruate?
Any men who have a uterus could menstruate.
A man has XY separate chromosomes. I'm sorry, I'm being so rude. I apologize. But you're incorrect. Because we're talking about anatomy, biology. Like if you were to have surgery, they need to know what sex you are. So women... That's why she ran off.
No, I said I was crossing after the next flight.
This is very serious what's going on in America because they are indoctrinating students. They're indoctrinating students to go against their parents. And this is Marxism. This is socialism. I'm very familiar with it. And I want everybody to educate themselves.
Like, if you're a woman that says you're a man, does that make you actually a man or no? What are your thoughts?
I don't believe that. No, it doesn't. If you're a woman and you're saying that you're a man, you still have the woman's, the emotions of a female. You still have the woman's private area. So you're not a man. You just want to be a man.
They believe that if a woman says she's a guy, now men can menstruate.
No. Because you're still biologically a woman at the end of the day. You can be classified as all that you want, but you're still biologically a woman. So, no, you can't.
People think of a lot of crazy stuff, and that's crazy to me.
Everybody going based off what they learned and what they know over time, the information they were fed, you feel me?
You know, a lot of these students seem to be learning this when it comes to gender theory in classrooms, and that's oftentimes why we hear responses like that. You do not subscribe to that ideology or belief system that men can menstruate, correct?
No, because a man has different chromosomes, and you need to have ovaries to have a menstrual cycle. So if you don't have ovaries, fallopian tubes, vagina, you're not going to menstruate. Like animals, female animals, they have a menstrual cycle. Male animals do not.
It's a common thing that we're running into today. It's like 50% of the students we're talking to.
Because all you need to do is go on every university, private schools, and look at the curriculum that they're indoctrinating children with.
They tell whatever they tell. You don't know what to believe. A kid go to school, what he's going to believe? What they tell him. A kid live 12 years, he went to school. He doesn't know what is a mortgage. He doesn't know what is interest rate. He doesn't know what a lease is, you know? But he was in college. After he went to college again, he doesn't know nothing about life. But he knows that a man can get pregnant, yeah.
They have taken positions in government. They have taken positions in schools to bring about their ideology, and it's very radical. It's extreme radicalism. I'll give you an example, because I'm black. One way they can spread this indoctrination is they'll say, well, that's anti-black, or you're being racist, but I know what Marxism is. I know what socialism is, and they will hide it under a guise. Well, we're going to teach first graders about sex, and we're going to do this because this is about equal rights. But it's not about equal rights. Socialist Marxism, they'll see it's right here on these universities, and they started in the private schools, and now they're going to the charter schools, and they're going to the public schools, and they're teaching, like in socialist countries, to be spies, so we spy on each other. Don't tell your parents. Trust the teachers. Don't trust your parents. Your parents have to take care of you. Your parents should be your support system.
Did they explain why they thought it was?
So what a lot of people think is it'll be along the lines of this. The first thing that pops up on Google, okay, and this is me searching it, this isn't just some like random fake thing on Facebook, okay? So this is me searching it says, can men menstruate? Google at the very top says, having a period is not a feminine thing. People of all genders menstruate, including non-binary people, agender people, and even plenty of men. Facts or nonsense?
Nonsense. It's just the world. That's the world we live in now.
It's nonsense, for sure.
I want everybody to familiarize themselves with PSYOP, psychological operations. That's what it is. It's misinformation.
10 years ago, that wouldn't be there because, like, you know, LGBTQ, like, they took over basically, like, everything. So, like, you know,
No, that's true.
bro, like,
No, that's right.
Well, it seems like a conversation of like a scientific conversation, and then there's an ideological
If
conversation.
someone can explain to me scientifically how men menstruate, then I will maybe, but I think that they have periods of times where, like, as far as mood swings go.
psychological periods.
But as far as what goes on with the body, I don't know if it comes out of their armpits or what, but it's not coming out or doing the same thing it does to females.
Right. And I guess if a man were to be, let's say, sorry to be graphic, but like bleeding,
Yeah.
you should probably go to the hospital.
Go to the hospital.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
When you live in your own reality for, I guess, 2 years, and then you step outside of the box, you're still stuck in that reality, unfortunately. I feel like that's the way a lot of people are after this pandemic thing of 2019, 2020. And I mean, it's a good idea, but it's not when you're forcing that upon other people, especially when you're thinking logically as well as factually.
So you see it as maybe they're possibly in an echo chamber of an ideology. They subscribe to that ideology. You obviously don't, because...
But that's life. I mean, we all subscribe to some type of ideology. Just don't push it down my throat. I'm not pushing mine down your throat.
We're American. I'm going to say this right now. I don't care what political party you are. I'm not going to fight against you because we have a lot of enemies coming against Americans. Instead of being divided, we need to be united. We can think differently. We don't have to agree, but we got to stop fighting each other. Because now they're in America and they're trying to take us over.
All right, everyone, that is it for today. So a pretty major difference between the Philly college students, many of which were hesitant to even answer the question for fear of backlash, and just people out on the street.
なるほど。いろんな回答があって面白かったわ。しかしイエスと答える理由は2通りあるみたいね。そうですね。一つは内面的に、感情的に見ると男にも月経が起こるというもの。もう一つは女性としての身体的機能を持っているトランス男性。つまり男性として自認している生物学的女性もいるから男性にも月経は起こると言えるというものでした。2つ目とか、もちろんそう個人的にそう思うのは自由なんだけどさ、やっぱり感情が基準なのはナンセンスだと思うわ。そうですね。例えば可能性を考えれば自らを蝶として自認している人間もいるわけですが、そこに配慮し蝶々にも母乳で子供を育てる個体がいるなんて主張をノーマライゼーションすることがあれば社会は成り立たないでしょう。動画に出ていた街行く一般の方々の中で2つ目の理由でイエスと答える人はいなかったわね。社会的に正しくあるという機会を逃してしまったと言えますね。でも正直純粋な驚き度で言えば1つ目の理由でイエスと答える人が多くいたことの方が上だわ。確かに月経や生理の定義をここまで知らない人が多くいたのは驚きでした。人間なのですから人生を歩む中で様々な感情が湧き上がるのは男女関係なくあることでしょう。しかし私たちが住んでいる現実ではそういった感情の村は月経や生理ではありません。女性のみが直面している苦労を言葉巧みには衣装化すべきではないと思いますがいかがでしょうか。私もそう思うわ。ところで現地ではどんな反応があったのかしら。じゃあ見てみよう。
こんな質問ですら子供たちが怖がって答えられない今の状況は本当に不条理だな。大学のキャンパスで権力を握ってるのは誰なのか、これだけでよく示してると思うよ。
模試官の女性は、教師で本の価値を判断してはいけないの定義そのものだね。てっきり彼女を、過激派フェミニストかなんかと思っちゃったけど、事実と論理を用いて話す、すごい芯のある女性だったな。
登場するだけで自分で考えることができない学生を追い払ってしまったあの女性はとても素晴らしいね。彼女のような人がもっと世の中には必要だ。
男性にも生理があるなんていう男性がいて驚くわ。しかもそれ、ただの感情を根拠にしたものだし、中には生理がないって発言するのを恐れてる人もいたね。マジで狂ってるよ。
自分洗脳されてない大学生だけど、この動画は大学イコール教養じゃないことをよく示してると思う。
この動画を見て、90の人は月経の意味すら知らないことが分かったよ。月経っていうのは文字通り生理が来ることであって、感情動向の問題じゃない。
男にも生理があることを学ぶために、5万ドルの借金を背負って大学に行くってやばいな。
女性として言うけど、イチャイチャしたくなったり、感情的になったり、そういうただの気分のムラと一緒にして、月経の本質や辛さを軽く見ないでほしい。普通にむちゃくちゃムカつくわ。
正規から出血してるにもかかわらず、自分にも月経が起きると信じ込んじゃって、治療を受けようとしない生物学的男性を想像してみてくれ。
月経を感情と同一視するのって、女性に対する侮辱だと思う。月経はただの感情だっていうのは、女性が経験してる辛さを消し去ってるも同然だよ。
あの黒人女性に対する称賛が多かったわね。そうですね。あの女性とは対照的に、キャンセルを恐れ、生物学的事実すら言えない学生がいたのは、とても嘆かわしいものです。さて、では失礼するとしようか。わかったわ。皆さんは今回の件、どう感じましたでしょうか？よかったらコメントで聞かせてくださいね。気が向いたら、チャンネル登録もしていただければ嬉しいです。では、ご視聴ありがとうございました。